Hi and welcome to Whisky Shared. You're watching my review of Jameson Single Pot Still. I'm Toby and you're watching Whisky Shared. Welcome to my review of Jameson Single Pot Still. This is my second Irish Whisky Month video of 2023, and this particular whisky is a single pot still whisky which is made up of malted and unmalted barley. It's aged in 5 different casks. They are ex-bourbon, ex-sherry, and Irish, American and European virgin oak casks. This particular whisky is also 46% ABV, it's non-chill filtered, and it retails for £50 in the UK. Should we find out what it tastes like? On to the whisky. So before I start nosing and tasting, let's have a quick look at the colour. I'd say that's like a deep gold, but potentially it does have added colour. Let's start with the nose. Right, so the first thing I get on this is charred oak. I get apples. I get flapjack, honey, brown sugar. There is a greenness to this. Obviously it does have unmalted cereal in there, and yeah, it has that sort of note in there. I'm getting Werther's Originals, those butterscotch candy sweets. I'm also getting buttered popcorn, cinnamon. There's also some barrel spice. And there's also some chocolate. Let's move on to the palate. Yeah, I do get some ethanol to start with this. It is a little bit spirity. And that is what comes to the fore when you first sip this and the liquid evaporates off your palate. But then I do get some green apple. It reminds me of like green apple skins. There is some heat and there is also some pepper. But that sort of spirity alcohol note mixed with those apple skins it's quite prominent, and that's what I get first and foremost. Let's have another sip. Yeah, so I'm starting to get some creamy chocolate. I'm getting some dry wood. There's also some nuttiness in there, which is quite pleasant. And I'm also getting some cooked fruit, like raisins, sultanas, those sort of stone fruits that are dried and then sort of cooked. I'm also getting some honey and vanilla. And there's also some fizziness with this, which I think as it starts to dissipate off the palate, there's like a tingling and a fizziness with this. Let's have one more sip, see if I get anything else. Yeah, I'm not really getting anything else, but what I am getting is lots of vanilla and lots of that creamy chocolate. They are really, really nice and really prevalent the more you sip it. In terms of finish, I'd say it's medium. There's like sweet dark fruits, there's dry wood, there's pepper, and there's vanilla. So in terms of value, well, this retails for £50 in the UK. You can't get it any cheaper than that. It does seem to be fixed at that no matter where you buy it. But to get a bit of Jameson history, to get something that they've not done before, and something that is potentially game changing, I think they've moved away from their comfort zone, which is blends. They've gone back to the Irish heritage, which is their trade, or the Irish trademark, which is single pot still whiskey. And this particular dram, being 46% and non-chill filtered, is a nice step up from Jameson. Obviously they've seen the popularity of things like the Powers range and the Spot range, which are higher proof and non-chill filtered, and they obviously are capitalizing on that by releasing something which is their most well-renowned brand, and coming up with something that people are obviously crying out for. This particular whiskey is batch 1 of 2022, so potentially there could be batch variation as time goes on, so the next batch may well taste slightly different. I'm really glad that they tried something new. I'm a fan of single pot still whiskey anyway, and I think this is a great addition to the range. If you tried this, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear what you thought of it. And if you haven't and you are a fan of Irish whiskey, it's definitely one of those to put in your shopping basket and try. Hopefully you come back next time for more. Stauncher.
I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, why not give it a like or a comment, and please consider subscribing for more videos like this.